Yo, what's going on, guys? So, this is my indoor set. Thankfully, the internet is fast, so I shouldn't have any issues streaming. Now, on my left, which is, I don't know if it's your left or your right, or if it's around the right way, whatever, that book right there is my best weapon against feminists in online arguments. It's actually my favorite thing to do, to prove them wrong with rational arguments. But that's not the topic of today's video. Today's video is on this. What a doozy. Man's fiance went nuts because he spent $5,000 on dog surgery instead of their wedding. Yep, you heard it. He saved the dog that's probably been there way before she was, that's seen him through hard times, that's greeted him at the door every day, that's shown unconditional love and loyalty to him no matter what. Even when he's in a shitty mood and he doesn't want to play, when he doesn't want to talk, she was there. Sorry, the dog was there. And I don't know if the dog is male or female, but that's irrelevant because dogs are loyal. We know this. And that's why they call them man's best friend. Because, hey, what's not to love about loyalty, right? And, you know, I'm not going to get into the human aspect of that because humans are innately disloyal if their values are misaligned. That's a whole different topic. But today we're talking about this man, his dog, and his fiance. Let's get into it. There's an awful lot to unpack in this story. Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. A heartbroken pet owner took to Reddit to ask advice on how to act when his fiance gave him the silent treatment after he spent $5,000 on a life-saving surgery for his pet German Shepherd. The US-based man posting anonymously said, though the dog is old, he, and I quote, would do anything for him. So it was a male dog. Again, irrelevant. When the vet told him that the pup had a malignant tumor, he didn't hesitate on shelling out the money required to intervene. And though he has a savings account with 5 times what his soon-to-be wife does, his partner flipped out when she found out about the surgery, as the bill meant she would have to, and I quote, downsize her wedding. The man confirmed that though they live together, their finances are completely separate. He said, I paid for the surgery out of my own savings. When she found out how much the surgery cost, she went ballistic that I paid for the surgery without asking her when we're planning a wedding. You mean when she's planning her wedding on your dime. Yes, that's right. So to anyone who says that weddings and marriages are a great thing, sell me marriage. Sell me my benefits. Anyway, let me get on with this. She says that she will have to downsize her wedding to compensate, and that my dog is already so old, 10 years old, that the money, and I quote, wouldn't go far to save his fucking life. I'm sure she'd want the money to be spent on her if it was her life. I can't even comprehend how she would say that to me, the man posted. While the relationship was, and I quote, amazing before, the blow-up has now caused a massive rift. My dog is my dog and he's a member of the family. I refuse to put a few $1,000s over his well-being. My fiance is acting as though I'm being selfish and that our wedding should come first, since we're starting a family. Oh God, dude, run! Run! Do not start the family. Tap out, cash out, get the fuck out of there. Get your shit, get out of the house, unless of course it's your house that she's living in which case you're kind of fucked because feminist laws. But that's another story. And if it is your house, dude, get her out of there ASAP by whatever means necessary. Whatever you can do without getting arrested and getting thrown in jail and having to pay for her to live in your house, do it. Now, before you impregnate this psycho. Oh, side note, his partner hasn't talked to him since the disagreement either. Now, first of all, right, Western culture, right? First of all, isn't the bride's family supposed to be paying for the wedding? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But no, he has to pay for it. What's the bet? It's a single mum that is the mother of this woman. And what's the bet? She spent all the divorce money on shit she didn't need. What's the bet? I would seriously put $500 on the table right now. I'll pay it if I lose, right? But I fucking bet that's exactly what's happened. That's how sure I am. It's textbook. It's so easy to predict. So why is he dipping deep into his savings to pay for their wedding? Also, let me note that our culture pushes stupid expensive weddings on people, but in my book, I hate it when this site goes. Hang on. Let me just scroll back to that. So you can't plan this live video stuff. Here we go. Right, back to it. So if a sudden $5,000 expense is such a big deal that it significantly impacts the wedding, you're spending too much on the wedding. As a couple, are you going to have a better chance of working if you have a lavish ceremony? Or if you have enough money to make sure you don't spend the next 2 or 3 years of your life under tremendous financial pressure? Well, she doesn't want to think about that because her wedding is more important than any financial pressure he's going to be put under. Then you get onto the issue of doing an iffy $5,000 surgery on a 10-year-old dog. These days, you can run up the sort of bills you used to spend on a person on a dog really quickly, and dogs don't live that long. For example, a German Shepherd only has a lifespan of 9 to 13 years. In other words, even before the surgery, the dog may have been living on borrowed time. I can tell you stories about people in that situation who've spent big bills and then had the dog die on the operating table, or people that keep giving their poor, sick dog treatment, even though it's miserable because they can't bear to let their dog go. And I get it. So did he make the right call? It's hard to say, but at the end of the day, it's his money, his dog, and his call to make. And he made it. Damn right he did. What a good guy. So for his girl to essentially say, you should let your dog die so I can spend more of your money on a one-day ceremony isn't a very good look. That's right, it is not a very good look. In fact, it makes her look so selfish that it's a red flag. I'm not saying he should call off the wedding or anything, but this makes you wonder about her. How self-absorbed is she? How is sharing finances with her after a wedding going to work out? Does she see him as more than a bank account? I know the answer to that, and the answer is no, which, by the way, is the most important word in the English language. Do they have compatible values? The answer is no, which again is the most important word in the English language, and you should use it, and you should stick to what you say. That's impossible to say at this point. No, it's not. We already know the answer. But those are questions he should be asking himself before he pulls the trigger and gets married to her. Right. Guys, if you ever are in a position in a relationship, if you choose to have one, and she's telling you what you can and can't do with your money, whether or not you can or can't save a family member or a pet with your money because she wants to spend it. If she is expecting you to spend money that her family should be spending on something that she wants, if she tells you, no, you can't have that friend, you can't hang out with your mate that I don't like because he is trying to tell you that I'm a bad person, even when he's right. If you're experiencing any of these things, any pulling of, what do they call it, ultimatums on her part, if she says, you know what, if you don't do this, I'm leaving. Say, here's your shit, fuck off. There's the door, that way, chop chop. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. That's what you should be saying. Seriously, guys, if you are in a relationship right now and any of these things are like, oh, hey, that sounds familiar, get the fuck out right now. Right? You are the one who needs to maintain the leadership frame. If you are not doing that, then you're doing it wrong and you're going to get fucked in the end. And don't say I didn't warn you when it happens to you and you don't listen to my advice. I give a shit about you men. Seriously. That's part of the reason why, and by the way, I don't make any money off this. I don't have any affiliate accounts set up. But if you go to sydneymigtow.com/books, it's very, very basic. It's literally just the link to this book. And I've got multiple different outlets you can buy it from in the US and in Australia and all across the world. Get this book. Lose weight, gain muscle, boost energy. The Testosterone Advantage Plan. This is what I'm all about. I want you guys to have a higher level of testosterone. I want you guys to build your strength, lose your fat, decrease your risk of depression, increase your libido, increase your level of mental clarity, and also your strength in the face of stress. That's what I want from you guys. I want to see you guys happy. I want to see you guys healthy. I want to see you full of testosterone and strong with physical presence, with, gaining the respect of people that previously didn't respect you. So go check that out. sydneymigtaw.com/books. Guys, if you do want to donate also, and you feel like this video has given you some value, feel free to head on down to the link on the bottom, paypal.me/sydneymigtaw, or patreon.com/sydneymigtaw, or subscribe. It's all in the link below. By the way, also, if you do want to support this channel and you don't want to outlay any money and you have gotten value from this and you want to show your appreciation and you do like using Google Chrome browser, but you just want a bit more privacy, head on to my link below, download Brave browser, and they will support me without you having to outlay a cent. So appreciate you guys in advance. Thank you so much. I'm seriously looking forward to sharing my new website with you. I've finally got it working, and I'm going to be working on it tomorrow to get everything prepared for the launch so you guys can actually check that out. And it is going to be around building your testosterone levels, encouraging you guys to get that checked, helping you to boost it by way of organic natural supplements. Anything I can do to help you guys is what I'm all about. Because I do love you guys, no homo. Even if you are gay, I appreciate you too. Do love you guys. I do appreciate you all. Thank you so much for your support you've given me in the past. And all I can do is just give you some love back and some really sage advice, even if it might not be what you want to hear right now. But it is what you need to hear. Anyway, guys, sydneymigtaw.com/books. Go get yourself that. Start working on your testosterone levels now. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.